Hello, everyone. Captain Troy Handsome of International Rescue here. Please state the nature of your emergency here with some more of this campaign we have that involves at least one vampire. I'm joined here by Bralef, Rees, and the Coffee Lich, and I hope everyone's had a good day, a good weekend. Hasn't been long since our last session, but happy weekend to you all.
Yippee!
Hey.
Let me go ahead and reveal a little bit of what happened last time. So the party, deep in the Amber Temple, finally arrived at the fabled library at the back, at the heart of the Amber Temple. Some of the things they had to go through. Well, they fought in the treasury room, the treasure room. They fought like an Amber Golem, some suits of animated armor that I mistakenly put my DM PC in the way of, so that she ended up just tanking all their hits. And I also should have buffed them because this is like, oh, what level are you all? What tier? Like tier 3? No.
I think we're level 10.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
level 10 party. I should have thrown something a little better at you. Oh, the child-sized sarcophagus was fun to implement. It pooped out a child encased in amber who didn't get any of the hits on Strahd, so I never got to have Strahd roll a saving throw. So we'll never know what that did. Oh well. But yeah, you made it through. Went upstairs. Here you are. Things you found so far. Keith has discovered that there's at least one instrument of order present. Perhaps you can get more information tomorrow after your long rest, but it's called the Mirror of Myriad. It has the appearance of stained glass in the form of a mirror, and among other features that you have yet to divulge, it grants shapeshifters the ability to cast Disguise Self or Alter Self on other creatures and to select multiple targets. So as far as relevant shapeshifters are concerned, you know, there's Julian Alvana. I'm sure Strahd von Zarevich counts as a shapeshifter. Yes. Sorry, I forgot about your transformation boons. Who else here can transform? Anyone? Show of hands? Okay.
I have my form of dread.
I think I have Disguise Self, but I don't have it, like, what's it called? Prepared.
Okay.
Lightning did make a solid point about Keith's patron
Yeah.
counting.
Hee. Yes. Exciting stuff. Well, hopefully you'll find out more. And then Solo is able to determine a few things, information that she divulged to the rest of the party about what being blessed by the Fanes, the old gods of Barovia, what that would entail, and what powers that would grant someone who had those blessings. But yeah, we'll see how things go from there. Anything else anyone wants to add before we officially get started? All right, sounds like we can just get underway.
I'm good.
Okay. Oh, also, now that we are in this session, it is my pleasure to reveal who this hooded figure is right over here. Why?
Oh.
This hooded figure, I'll grab this token, is none other than someone who should look familiar to you all. Oh my gosh, I'll try to grab...
Oh.
Deep breaths.
Oh my god, we saw them like 2 seconds ago. I recognize them.
Oh my gosh. It's because it's on the GM layer, but then I grabbed the secret door, but then when I moved the secret door, but I pressed Control Z to undo moving the secret door, it moved the token back instead. Okay.
Oh.
You see,
Yeah.
he did not. Oh, he's naked.
A skeleton.
It won't let me select tokens and things I've drawn, even though they're both on the GM layer. Anyway, you see that I'll call him Library Custodian from long ago. And he'll come up to you all. He'll say, "Hello, welcome to the library. Is there anything I could do for you?"
Yes.
Excellent. My job here is to what is it you're looking for? And he'll step forward, naked again. I don't know why. Why can't I just select it all? Why are you doing this to me,
I didn't
Roll20?
think I'd get this.
Well, knowledge is power, and we need power.
No, you need power. Well, look no further. I've got plenty of power right here. And he, like, with a wave of his left hand, he gestures to his side, and you'll see spectral illusions appearing to his left, west on the map, of various objects and items. And he'll say, in addition to being a library for books, we are also a library for, we'll call them tools. We found that good
Instruments,
libraries...
you could say.
What? Sure. Yeah, I'm sure there's an instrument. Oh yeah, pipes of haunting. I have pipes of haunting here.
I already have pipes of haunting.
Oh, well, that's okay. You know, based on popularity, he like snaps his right hand, despite not having skin on his bony fingers, and the items, the spectral items, kind of float and rearrange themselves. And he'll say, in order of popularity, our most commonly checked out item is this bag of holding right here. So if
Oh my
you're looking for
goodness.
a bag of holding and want to borrow it for, you know, library purposes, then feel free. Bag of holding? Bag of holding points at the party, points at the camera.
Sure.
Trust me, Kim. We don't have any solid need for one of those, actually.
Oh,
I can-
all right then. Snaps his fingers, the bag of holding explodes and shatters into 1,000 pieces.
Oh.
Good.
Okay.
I
Well,
have plans for one of these things.
The evil is defeated.
well, it sounds like you don't need a bag of holding, pointing at Strahd. What would you like? There's a few fun things in here. He begins rattling off random things from the list. Goggles of Night. Looks at the party, looks at the camera. Sending stones, rope of climbing, alchemy jug, cloak of elven kind, boots of elven kind. You see that he's just holding a page that says artificer infusions. Any of these items here can be lent from the library. If there's anything that catches your eye, all we need is either your name or the guest book. Yeah.
Oh, that's what it's for.
My name was already in the guest book, and I never got an item for it.
Oh. Well, you probably were interested in checking something else out, right? I'm
Indeed.
sorry. My memory fails me.
I have a question.
To me or to your DM?
To both.
Okay.
Who's the DM? What happens if we fail to return the objects that we've checked out?
Oh, well, then no one else would be able to check out the thing. That would be so sad. You wouldn't do that to a library. We don't get enough funding. We just had our funding cut, actually.
That is true. I'm not saying we would purposely do that, but like, you know, if we like forget or something terrible happens and it's no longer in our possession, you know, something like that.
Can I ask you to roll me charisma?
Okay.
Depending on how well you do. If you do poorly, then he'll be like, well, we're going to haunt you. But if you do well, he'll be like, oh, well, then I'll just be sad and cry myself to sleep.
Charisma.
Even though I don't have working tear ducts. Oh, well, you know, it looks like you may have really needed it. I will admit, a few items have disappeared, but those people really needed it. And we did have space in our budget to replace it, so if things happen to go astray. Oh, also, some people died. So just don't die.
Well, what were the other items that just never got returned?
That's a good question. I am not sure.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, adventurers like to come through here, check stuff out, try to take down the Julian fellow. Actually, this area of Barovia is the weakest has the weakest connection. What's the word I'm looking for? It is here that the barrier separating us from the outside world is weakest. So sometimes we get some interesting things down here.
Ooh.
The
Has
camera.
Jillian been here before?
That's a good question. Sounds familiar. Gazes
Can I
off
look
into
through
the
the-
distance. Oh,
Can I
you
look
wanna
through the guest book?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Also, 17's good. Do you have access, perchance? This is just for my benefit. Do you have the mendings cantrip?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So you look through the guest book, and you've done some research earlier about the history of the Valley of Barovia, and you leaf through the pages, and just like Strahd found earlier, you find a page that might correspond to the time where you think it would be most likely for Julian to have come in. Because if you look at some of the older entries, you can tell that some of them are from people before Barovia was colonized. And then if you look at later entries, it has people with last names that you might have heard of on your journey. So you know that they're more relevant people. But you're looking at the right time and you see the page has been removed. But yes, so Bag of Holding, all you got to do is sign the guest book. You see that he's hesitant to add something else onto that. He's like, oh yeah, that's the condition.
So I can check out that bag of holding, but I have to sign the book.
Yes. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, all right. Wait, is there some kind of downside to signing the book?
Not that I know of.
Like I'm really signing my soul off to a devil?
Oh, I sure hope not. That sounds terrible.
Oh, all right.
Wait,
Didn't
you
you already
should
do that?
judge my character first.
Different.
Perhaps read my expressions or lack thereof. You look at his face that doesn't have any.
No, you seem trustworthy.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. I wish they gave this guy a little bit more of a unique token, but let me give him the. I don't remember if I've revealed to you what he's actually. Oh, Bralef is here.
What?
Do you want to see the actual token I'm supposed to use for him?
Sure.
Okay, you can see where the red comes into
Oh.
play, right?
Mhm.
Oh, I guess the clothes are still.
Yeah?
there.
That dude looks scary as fuck.
I promise
what's
I'm
up,
nice.
Hey, what's up, Vecna? Long time no see.
Oh, is this the token to use for Vecna?
Probably not, but it sure as hell looks like a Vecna.
Actually, I don't know my name, but I don't think it's any of the
So-
names in the guest book.
Yeah, it's hard not to look at that and be like, ah, yes, evil.
That's so mean.
All right, I'll sign the guest book.
Well, don't look as evil next time, and we won't think that you're evil.
Okay, good point. And he kind of moves off to the side and he begins looking at this bookshelf, and you see he's some books are flying off the shelf just a little bit and then sliding down, and he's looking through for keen eyes will notice he's looking for skincare techniques.
Aw.
Okay. Oh, wait. Let me bring him back. Oh, yes. So you want to check out the Bag of Holding. Does anyone else want to check anything out? Again, a lot of the things available on the Artificer Infusions list. So if you want a Ring of Water Walking, a Lantern of Revealing, Gloves of Thievery, Eyes of Charming, Cloak of the Manta Ray.
Ooh.
I think I've already got my max infusions. Not infusions, attunements.
Me too.
Oh, here, let
No,
me
I've got-
also give you the list
I've
because
got
not
one left.
not all of them require attunement. Here you go. Attunement is listed on the side. Thank you, Wikidot.
Ooh.
So, for example, if you wanted the Gloves of Thievery, what do these do? Let me take a look. Invisible while worn, +5 to sleight of hand checks and dexterity checks made to pick locks. Well, that's cute.
Get
What
a
is this?
homunculus servant.
Homunculus. Wait, where?
Oh, the cloak is cute.
Oh, the manta ray? Let me take a look.
Yeah, it's got
Oh,
a
is
little
it
tail.
just the replicable magical item? Okay, gotcha.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, it's not all the infusers. Infusions. It's just the replicable. At least the first, second and sixth. I will get back to you if 10th level. It might require more than just signing. You know how There's a Renaissance fair that sells like umbrellas and canes, but a lot of them are also swords. You have to, understandably sign certain waivers before you can make off and buy one of their canes that are also swords. So it's kind of like that if you want something stronger. But at least the 2nd and 6th levels are capable of being borrowed. So, like, you wouldn't steal from this library, would you?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not a rogue.
I guess I believe you.
What?
my
I'm not
insight check.
lying.
I'm a
I'm
commoner.
not lying.
A likely story.
That's exactly what a liar would say.
Okay.
All right, but so it sounds like perhaps Keith wants the bag of holding.
Mhm.
Good thing I only put one bag of holding in this library of items, right?
Mm.
Well, sorry. Let me be nice. Let me not be. Assume the worst. Let me be of good faith. If I gave you a second bag of holding, you wouldn't use the astral plane technique with it, would you? I guess maybe if push comes to shove. The one where you put one in the other.
I have no
Wow.
plans of doing that.
Okay.
Currently, no plans to destroy the universe.
I have plans, but that's not what.
Looks like I believe you. Okay.
This guy is remarkably average at sensing people's motives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'll take that lantern of revealing.
Ooh, let's see what this does. Oh, fuck. This is going to fuck me over, isn't it? As a DM. Let me take a look. I'm so scared. Invisible creatures.
Here, have a list of items. I'll take this one. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, maybe I should
It's
have vetted this item.
surprisingly easy to fall into that problem.
Look,
Like,
Bralef, I wanted to get you this bag of holding, and my library has a library of items, so I was inspired. Okay, wait, do you actually want this lantern of revealing then?
yes.
Okay. I almost said the custodian is not going to push hard because you technically did already sign it. He is not going to ask you to sign it again, even though that was for like another thing. Just because like I don't want to go through the trouble. Be like, I need you to sign this suspicious book again. Look, here, the party gets one item each. Here you go.
No, I have no issue signing the book again.
Ooh, wait a minute. Yes. Okay. And like the book, well, you're by the book. Camera pans to you.
And I sign a name.
The camera pans to her. She's like looking through the bookshelf. She is none the wiser.
Shit, I should have signed with other name.
The guy goes over.
I
He's
was
like,
originally thinking
Mhm.
I was originally thinking of writing down Keith's name, and then I'm like, I don't know if there's anything beyond Keith, actually.
Okay. Now, full disclosure, she did sign her name when she first walked in. Are you okay with this? Maybe did you go to a new page or something? Or are you like doing it under?
Oh.
Okay. All right. He'll look over. It's like, that's a nice name.
Okay, what if I spelt my name with 2 E's instead of an I?
I mean, who am I to stop you?
Yeah, is this guy gonna like rules lawyer this shit?
I don't know, we'll find out. We'll find out when he comes for our souls.
Okay. Wait, you signed your name, right, Keith? Did you do
There.
2 E's or was it EI?
Yeah, Keef.
Oh, okay. So he'll look at that and he'll say, okay, yeah, that's a nice name. All right. He will like wave over the spectral item. It will solidify and drop into the bag of holding will drop into Keith's hands. The lantern of revealing will drop into Strahd's hands. And I'm going to call him friend because that's what an NPC calls him. Friend will turn to Sola and say, what would you like? No pressure though.
I mean, the Cloak of the Manta Ray is really cute, but I'm like, realistically, how often are we going to be swimming in this campaign? You know what I mean?
You say that now.
The bookshelves the books slide away and then water starts pouring out of the bookshelves.
No.
Ooh,
So
it's a solid card.
I'm torn between either that or the Ring of Water Walk. Because I feel like that might be a more realistic thing to have.
Let me take a look. Let me double check the final. Oh, across any liquid surface. Castle, Ravenloft, liquid. Water? Water. Wait a minute. Whoa. This sounds really familiar. One of your party members. No, was it their party members? Sorry, there's so many of y'all. It's hard to keep the different groups aligned. Sola, can you roll me history?
Okay.
You've been looking through books recently, especially about Barovia. $19 is pretty good. You know, based on the way that the castle was constructed, that the large castle in the east of the Valley of Barovia is likely to have water within its walls. Think of it like a combination of, the lower areas were built like at or below the water shelf. Rain is a thing that might happen. Pretty likely that water might be a potential obstacle for you and your party.
Oh, okay.
So
So should I?
Mhm.
So I should get the man. Is it like deep enough water? I know I'm not gonna like get much more info.
Let me look at this map again. I think it might not be as deep. Oh.
Yeah, that's fair.
You could always go back to the library and exchange.
Yeah, it was very easy to get here, so
Yeah, you're not at the edge of the world or anything.
I think I'll take the Ring of Water Walking. That seems more logical.
Okay. So, friend will wave his hand, and a ring in a bubble will float over in spectral form, will solidify. The bubble will kind of burst, but you don't get wet, and the ring lands gently in your hand.
Wow.
Oh, and don't forget to sign your name, he says, patting the book.
Yep. I'll sign my name.
All right, how are you signing it?
Just first name.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. He's like, oh, you need it. Okay. After you sign it, he'll look at it. He'll like stare at it deeply, like that guy in K-pop Demon Hunters, the doctor. I see.
Oh my god.
That's a nice name. It's
Thank
not
you.
that one either.
What?
What's up?
What did you say?
No, nothing.
I'll do the thing back to him, like what Mira did.
He like backs off a little. Well, actually, roll me intimidation if you want.
Okay.
Ooh,
Not very.
so
Sweet.
scary.
I'm a little chihuahua.
All right, he's gonna go back over here. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask him. It is getting later in the day. Technically, Strahd has 3 reading sessions and Soul has 1 reading session left. If there's anything you want to look up before I allow you all to take a long rest, not allow you like in a full of myself way, but like congratulations to your long rest.
We got descriptions of the Fanes last time, right?
Yes, physical descriptions and also descriptions of their blessings.
Well, we've had some amount of interaction with the Huntress, which is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to look up locations important to the others.
Nice. All right, go ahead and give me a series of investigation, or you know what? I'd allow history. Sure, 5 checks in the combination of your choosing, comprising history or investigation. Oh Lord, is this
Good
four
grief.
successes? Okay, damn. All right, so Keith is like, looking through these books, having a bit of difficulty because some of them are in rough shape, right? Keith, this is going to be a personal question. Do you have like the ability to sense? Like, do you feel with your like fingers? Do you have like, I don't want to say nerve endings,
Yeah.
but you've got the equivalent. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the sense
Okay.
of touch.
Well, Strahd, I don't know how you're leafing through these books necessarily. If you wanted to explain or describe in a way that seems to be the more successful way, or if Keith wants to describe it like a why it perhaps may not have been as successful. But either way, you're able to find a lot of information. So it is my pleasure to divulge a few things to you, Strahd.
Yeah.
So you are most familiar with the Huntress, Laura Stoneheart. You've discovered more about her name, more about her particular shrines, her people. Her shrine, of course, as all three of you are familiar with, basically, are the one of the most important as far as locations go. The henge stones atop Yester Hill, next to the Gothias tree. And even though you weren't looking for this information, you see excerpts about the Huntress, about the Mountain Fane, about how if something were to happen to her shrine, the best way to consecrate it is to undergo the trial of the Huntress and to succeed. I don't remember if it was... Yeah. Sorry, my mind was drifting. But you know that you have done good things for the Huntress. The next Fane that you find out about, Strahd, is the Swamp Fane, known as the Weaver. Because she's the Swamp Fane, the most important location for her I believe it's a Ring of Stones also. It's definitely a ring in the city of Berez. A lot of the things you're looking at talk about Berez before it was flooded. You all did visit Berez because that's where you met the witches, where Baba Lasaiga and her cronies were. You were actually able to take her down. And you actually, I believe, ate her heart, which was pretty metal. Granted you some abilities, if I'm remembering correctly. And it says in the text that you're looking at the best way to reconsecrate the shrine to the Weaver, should it become desecrated, for whatever reason, is to, you'll see that, it says present like the heart of the Filer at the shrine. And so you're looking at this, you're like, this is all sounding familiar to you. You, along with Keith, slew Baba Lasaiga, presented her heart, ate it, and you can tell that perhaps your work involving the Weaver, the Swamp Fane, is also done. So nice work. You can imagine above the table that a different party, if they hadn't done these things yet, they'd get to this point of the campaign, get to the library, and be like, oh, we need to go here. We need to present that heart of Baba Lasaiga that we got at this area. We need to go complete the Trial of the Huntress. So far, so good. You're 2 for 2. The last thing that you see is the Forest Fae, known as the Seeker. You're seeing some interesting things about her. You're seeing some things that kind of like, you're seeing mention of the Vishtani, surprisingly. You're seeing that her most important location, you're like comparing maps. You're like not sure because the land has changed over time, right? Rivers kind of change directions, or so I hear, especially... There's like a comparison of rivers. I forget what the first river was that was being compared, if it was the Nile or something. But apparently there's some river in China that like
Yeah, the
Dist-
Yellow River.
Yes, the Yellow River. So it's like that energy. Sometimes the rivers might move around. So the landscape has changed, but you're able to compare maps. Again, you're really good at this, with these roles. You're able to determine that this ring of stones that is dedicated to the Forest Fane the Seeker is near where you would find that windmill at the very start of your adventure. Strahd and Keith, you might remember the windmill as, you knocked on the door. Maybe you talked to the denizens inside. You got some pies to bring to Kresk, I believe. Sola, I don't remember. I believe your party might have talked with them a little bit more thoroughly, but basically got a similar mission. That windmill is right next to that circle of stones. And it looks like here you need to present something known as the symbol of Ravenkind at this circle of stones. And you're in luck. You have one of the three MacGuffins from this campaign. The holy symbol of Ravenkind. I believe, based on my notes looking before a session, you actually got this inside Baba Lysaga's hut alongside the other things that I need to divulge information for you to. But essentially, you need to present that symbol next to the windmill in order to reconsecrate the shrine to the Forest Fane and sever any previous connection, any previous blessings that may have been imparted on hostile parties by the Fane. And with those 4 roles, I believe that's the information I can provide you. Is there anything else that you were hoping to learn about the Fanes?
There were 4, right?
Oh, there's 3.
Oh, okay.
Mountain, swamp, forest.
Okay, well, that's easier. That's easier then.
And you've already basically, you fulfilled 2 reconsecration requirements.
Cool.
All right, I need like a check mark. I'll do an X here. My notepad file. Be like, yeah, I gave you that information. Okay, I think that is probably good for the first day of research here. I'd like to ask you all if you'd like to take a short rest at this point in time. Long rest.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Did you want to take it here? This is a safe space, and you won't be subject to the cold conditions that you would be subjected to for the rest of the place. You also would be safe in the statue, in that little like home situation that's in there. There might also be another location if you wanted to particularly rest somewhere else. How's the party feeling? Would you like to rest here or elsewhere?
Well, at the very least, I'll go check on the horse.
True.
Okay. True. Good point. I'm gonna say it's no. I'm not gonna deal with. Oh, okay. It looks like you're going back to the dungeon. No, I don't give a shit. You are able to go back to the horse safely. I'm gonna pan the camera down there. The horse is going to be okay. Is there anything particular? Well, actually, sorry. Can you give me a perception check? Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. You see no additional footsteps around. So it doesn't look like at least any human person who walks has been through here. And the horse is okay. Carl's doing all right.
While I'm back here, I will take the bag of holding and fill it with each one of the vials of alchemist fire that are hanging around the wagon.
Ah, yes. Damn. Okay. Crossing out those plans. Got it.
How many are there?
Wait. Ooh. Yeah, let me pull it up. Tower.
If you can believe it, my primary plan here is not to use these for anything in particular.
Oh.
It's just That's
No.
just a time bomb that you could have used to fuck us at any point.
Yes,
so I'm
that's
like, I wanna
that's
get
why
rid
I'm
of it.
crossing out these plans. I was like, what's gonna Bralef?
And that's why I wanted a bag of holding.
Okay, there's 101 because there was that one
Holy shit.
igniter like flask, and then there's the 100 ones that dangled from wires like ornaments along the wagon's interior walls. So, going up in smoke and flame, not the wagon, not you guys, but my plans. Congrats on your 101 alchemist's fires.
Mm.
I should have just done it. All right, but yes, welcome.
Interesting.
What in the world?
Let me check on
No,
Julian here. Can you? Oh Lord. Hello, people from the future. I think this is the moment where I fucked up the most. I fucked up a lot throughout the course of the campaign, but I've just granted my party the ability to deal 255 damage immediately to a creature who, this is fire damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, weird. Straw. Why is the boss immune to fire damage all of a sudden?
No. I can at least tell you there's no immunity to fire damage. But I shan't say
Meanwhile,
more.
if Keith accidentally drops it on himself, he will just be erased from the face of the earth.
Yep.
510 damage. Okay, but yes, feel free to take your... Wait, did you want to do it here? Do you want to do it elsewhere? How y'all feeling, party?
I'm fine to sleep here. If the custodian will let us.
Me? Oh, I don't sleep either. Wait.
I was about to ask if he sleeps. You're just gonna watch us?
Oh, I can look away. I can blindfold myself too. Honestly, I do a lot of reading, so you don't have to worry about it.
Okay, what's your favorite book?
Snow, Blight, and the what was that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to think what his
Snow
favorite...
Dwarf and the Seven Whites.
Actually, hold on. Let me answer this seriously. What would his book be? I need a
How
book
to pick
about...
up fair maidens.
Sure.
Yes.
Sure. How to pick up fair maidens. You'll see that there's a book. Oh, you'll also see that there's like they look like sending stones. And you'll see that they're on the table, and he'll say, "Oh, all I gotta do is stick these suckers in," and he puts them in his ear holes. And then he presses down a crystal ball, and then you can see the crystal ball. There's light and color moving in it.
Mm-hmm.
Today's sponsor. Well.
Oh my god.
Okay, but yes. Feel free to pick a chair. I'm sure you've got belted rolls or something to put somewhere. Let me swap out the music as you all take your long rest. Feel free to get that going. Lisa turns around and she's like, "Oh, where are we? Hanging out here?"
Yeah, we're gonna rest before we head back.
Oh, yeah, fine by me. Still more for me to find, but rest would be good too. Yes. So she'll pick a chair. She'll pick this one because it's the one that was closest to her token. All right, let me know when you all have finished your long rests. Get your health back, half your hit die, or is it all your hit dice now in 2024? Let me look this up.
I don't know. All I know is that I hit the long rest button and it gave me all of my hit dice back.
Ooh.
I think I was at half of them, but still.
Mm-hmm. Oh well. It's not worth my time to check this right now. Unless you need it. Are you below half hit dice, Sola?
I don't think I was, but I also hit the long rest and it gave me back all of them.
Okay, I think it is all of them. And of course, don't forget to add your special items to your inventories. You don't have to do this session because I don't think you're gonna run into the water this session unless there's that 5% chance you'll find yourself in the final dungeon.
So at the end of the last session, we were given, we were told of a number of boons we could potentially obtain for a fight against Julian.
You said at the end of last session?
Yeah, we learned about like the +5 AC and you're immune to crits or whatever.
Yeah, those are the blessings of the Thanes.
Yeah. Dude, after the session, we were talking about it. Did I misunderstand that if we don't obtain them, then Julian will have them?
Oops, sorry. Yes, let me be clear about this. I'm gonna like say this basically above the table instead of kind of like, because you have reconsecrated the shrines to the Mountain Fane, the Huntress, and the Swamp Fane, the Weaver. Julian is not going to have the +5 to AC. Is going to be not vulnerable, but susceptible to critical hits. And they will provide the automatic hit now. And also, wait a minute. Did I not give you... Oh, sorry. Let me give you a little bit more. I don't think I told you the boons for the Swamp Fane. I told you the Mountain Fane, the +5 to AC and the critical hits thing, because I think that came into play with the carrion like hits. And I told you about the Forest boon, because that's what the expertise in nature, survival, animal handling, and stealth, which theoretically Julian won't have anymore unless he had it already. And of course, the regaining additional 10 health at the start of each of his turns, and then the entire plane of Barovia being favorite terrain. So that is theoretically potentially off the table. And I don't think I told you about the Swamp Fane boons. And obviously, Strahd rolled really well and discovered all the information about reconsecrating of the shrines, about the Fanes, their names, to a degree. And let me tell you what the boons that you have removed from Julian's playbook are.
Good to know.
The bonuses are a bonus 1d6 acid damage with unarmed attacks or swords, as well as immunity to poison damage, acid damage, and holy water. So yeah, Julian's no longer immune to poison, acid, or holy water.
That's good.
Is it? I mean, yes. Yeah, that's great. Congrats, party. Oh, and look at this. You just received some holy water just last session.
Yeah.
How come
Oh, no.
we don't get the overpowered boons?
Maybe you will. It just has to be at a time, you know, like are you all familiar with an anime called Boku no Hero Academia?
No.
No, I've never heard of it before.
So we have to. So we'll get the overpowered boons after we give up on all of our dreams and settle into a life of mediocrity teaching high school.
Sure, yes, that's what I was going for. I was gonna joke that once you hear you say run play, and then I get copyright struck, that you'd be like, oh, this is where they come in and grant us the acid attacks. It's just Mina Ashido from Boku no Hero Academia. What's she doing here? Wow. Her quirk is acid. Oh, also immunity to running water. Sorry. I kind of glazed over that because of the brackets that it was in. So yeah, now Julian can't run in water. Okay. Anyone else need long rest stuff to do?
I think I'm
Nope.
up to date on mine.
Okay. All right. Let me swap the music back. Oh, wait. Sorry. Important question. I should ask this because it's a long rest. Did anyone want to keep watch?
I think I can do that without even interrupting my rest.
Oh, yeah, because don't you... Okay.
I can
Huh.
see and hear as normal, but I appear inert.
Neat. I just don't need to sleep. I think I essentially get the trance sort of deal.
Hmm.
I just don't need to like. I don't need to sleep. I just have to like avoid strenuous activity.
Oh yeah, and I'll resummon Carrion at some point.
Nice. Then can I ask at least maybe you two to give me perception checks if you want? If you don't want, that's also fine.
I do a perception check. I was distracted.
Okay. Keith, that's pretty good. I guess let's see. All you'll notice on your rest, obviously, you know, Strahd doesn't need to sleep. Your the library custodian is busy listening to his audiobooks. Sometimes he'll like go and look for other books, move around, but he doesn't do anything antagonistic. Yeah, you just see the breathing forms of yeah. Sola, you breathe, right?
I think so.
Okay. This is where I divulge to the party that Sola's actually hasn't been alive. Ooh, no. Nothing untoward happens. It's a new day. Your brains are refreshed. Actually, a few things. Because I see here in Strahd's inventory, I see Bloodhorn's pelt. If you want to give me just one investigation or history check, I'm not going to make you do 5 for this one. It's just like this. This is not going to... With a successful 18, a character who wears Bloodhorn, aka Sangzor's pelt, can command the respect of the mountain folk who inhabit this domain. They will not attack that character or the character's companions unless provoked. So that is what the pelt you got off that giant goat is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Fair enough, but dang, no.
It is a new day, and obviously you can set out, but there is some time for some quick reading if Keith wants to try his hand luck again for any of the instruments, and if Sola or Strahd want to look up anything in particular before Lisa divulges her findings.
I can't think of anything specific I want to look for.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Gulthias. Strahd, if you want, you can search the books for information about... Oh, sorry. Bloodhorn's pelt, obviously, you would have looked through, read some old accounts, learned more about the mountain folk here. You can also find out, if you want, another history or investigation check about the Death Taroka card that you found in the Gulthias Tree dungeon when you were undertaking the Trial of the Huntress. As a reminder, in addition to the Death Taroka card that Strahd has on his person, I think you've got the other ones that you got from Babala Saiga's chest. And of course, Keith, if there's anything about the instruments that you think you're more refreshed to find, you can.
I can try history again.
Yes. For you, I'd ask for 5. It's nothing personal. It's just because that one's pretty important compared to Bloodhorn's pelt.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure Solo wasn't.
Want help with that?
I don't think the help would have helped, but yeah, sure.
Sure, I'll let you roll another 5. It will be the quote-unquote
Good.
advantage.
Uh-huh.
Oh, me.
Okay. 2 is much better. Okay. But yes, before this, Strahd, did you want to learn more about the Death Shiroka card?
I would like to learn more about the Death Tuoka card, but I'm also interested in seeing if I can find information on the Golthias staff.
Okay. Out of curiosity, did I tell you anything about the Golthias staff before? Or did I not divulge all of its secrets?
I don't think you told me anything about it.
Really? Oh, okay.
I
You can give
picked
me.
it up and nothing happened.
You can give me 1 roll for that. The 13 will be good enough for this specific thing. There is. Give me just a moment. What is it? What was? Oh yeah, that was for that thing. All right, for the Golthias staff, with a successful 13. Sorry, I did not let you know about this yet. Wait, does someone in the party have this? You didn't.
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay. Just got to double check. I think the other party destroyed it, so I just had to make sure. Woo! Made from the branch of a Golthias tree, a Golthias staff is a spongy black length of wood from which ashen smoke wisps at a constant rate. It has a strangely spongy texture and leaves behind a bloody residue on one's hand when touched. If squeezed, blood oozes from its pores. If the staff is broken or burned to ashes, its wood releases a terrible, inhuman scream that can be heard out to a range of 300 feet. All blights that can hear the screams immediately wither and die. If you're attuned to the staff, you can command blights around you of CR2 or lower using simple one-word commands. And while you're attuned to it, blights and other evil plant creatures don't regard you as hostile unless you harm them. The Golthias staff has 5 charges. As an action, you can expend charges to create twig blights, needle blights, or vine blights. I'll just send you a screenshot in a bit. It has the thing that we've seen in those trinkets before where if you expend all the charges, you roll a d20 on a 1, it just dies. And because I'll rule your roll as successful while you're here. Actually, I'll ask, let me ask you personally. If there are drawbacks, downsides, kind of like that game we were playing before session, you'd probably learn about it reading through here, right? Looking through
If it was just an identify check, I would say probably not. But if I was actively researching it, then I would assume that I would assume a scholar who is writing about it would have found them and noted it down.
Okay, excellent. In that case, you do see some accounts from, we'll call them unlucky scholars. I'm going to paste this picture in the Discord if you just want to look at this and read along. The Golthias staff draws its power from the blood of its wielder, extending tiny black roots into the veins beneath the owner's skin. For each day that the character is attuned to it, the character must succeed on a DC 14 con save, taking 2d6 necrotic damage on a failure that reduces their hit point maximum, a reduction that lasts until the target destroys or unattunes from the staff and finishes a long rest.
Ew.
Interesting. Neat. Well, it's not something I'm really likely to be using anyway.
Okay.
Not my stuff.
All right. Over to Keith. Keith, you had 2 successes, thanks to the assistance from your party. You've learned a little bit more about the Mirror of Myriad, specifically its last purported location.
Ooh.
And that is Normally, it would be really nice to give you a riddle of some sort, but we already did that with the MacGuffins. So, based on what you're looking at in your research and the other books that people kind of hand to you, and as you piece your research together, you'll see that the last known location of the mirror was the chapel that's in the castle in the east of Barovia. There's like a chapel on maybe like the second floor.
Have we been there?
Yes, it's where that wedding got interrupted by people shooting the groom.
We've been there in Time Land.
Yeah. When you were in Timeland, you were there, but you haven't been there in the present yet. Oh, actually, you might have been there in the present during the little adventure, but. Oh, did you have a question?
Nope. Just writing it down and reading the Galthia staff.
Mm-hmm. When you're ready, you have learned additional information. Okay. The additional information that Keith obtained, there is an additional instrument known as the Heart of Sorrow. From what you can tell in your research, the Heart of Sorrow grants effective immortality, like insane healing, regeneration, immunity to disease. It's a powerful artifact that renders one nearly unkillable. Its last known location is in one of the tallest towers of the castle in the east of Barovia. It beats every how often is a heartbeat? Like how many seconds is the heartbeat?
Depends.
Just say normal, like resting rate.
Mm-hmm. That can be like 60 to 80 per minute.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, give or take a second, it beats, rumbling the foundations, the tower in which it's placed.
Did we see that?
I don't know.
Sounds familiar.
I'll have to check the VOD. You were very close. Now, everything in your reading might not necessarily apply now that you're back in the present, but your reading had something relevant, and I need to find it. Wish I had it here. Give me just a moment. I'm gonna look up some stuff, but if anyone has questions, I'm just checking the Roka reading. Like the list. Maybe I'm wrong about your reading. I'll have to go back and check. I'm sorry. Do you happen to have the list of the cards that you got from the reading, Andy, somewhere? Can I ask you to give me what the last two cards were?
Avenger and Artifact.
Avenger, I see here. Wait, how many cards do you have listed?
Swashbuckler, Conjurer, Mercenary, Horseman, Dark Lord, and then Avenger and Artifact were together.
Okay. Could I ask you to paste that for me in the Discord if possible? Unless it's like a screenshot.
Yep.
Thank you. Because I see Swashbuckler. That should correspond to, at least in this game, the... What is it called? The tome. Okay. Yeah. Not sure. Mercenary. Oh, I messed up, but not in the way like I did handing you 101 flasks of Alchemist's Fire. Enemy lurks. Huh. Oh. Huh. Okay. Anyway, you got really close, technically. Okay.
I feel like immortality probably comes with a caveat or something. No, it's...
Frank's comment. Okay. Let me swap out the music real quick. Says joke leaves. Legend? No, that's too happy. Okay. So Lisa has finally finished her research. And she kind of has things laid out. Let's imagine there's a coffee table here. She's got like some books to the side. If anyone is interested in seeing what the results of her research were.
Sure.
Oh,
Lisa, this is just a giant wall of post-it notes that collectively spell out "Hit Boss Willie Holland."
yes, I saw it in a book that said, secret techniques to defeating vampire overlords. Deplete HP to 0 was the second one. Not sure what that means.
This is your research material? This is just the Dragon Ball Z manga.
Yeah, it's gotten really good.
Oh shit, it's a complete set. Wow, this is like a lot.
Right?
You've had
They
all
got
this
everything
in one
here.
night?
Well, I for the cause, right? I'm not a stranger to pulling all-nighters. Anyway, but over here, she like pushes the complete box set of Dragon Ball Z, the manga, over to the side. I'm seeing some interesting things here. She was looking specifically for information, kind of like I think Solo was looking for some of this stuff yesterday. Yesterday in game, about. Actually, can I ask you to kind of rehash what is it you were looking for yesterday?
I mainly wanted to know like the history of the current, vampire Julian, like if there's any information at all of how like, because like we know previous Strahd's story for the most part, at least like most of her past and what happened and like what led up to certain events. But I'm like, I just want to know like literally anything about this new vampire lord fella.
Okay, new day, new reading session. Could I actually ask you, so that I don't have my DMPC stealing any thunder, could I ask you to give me a new set of history or investigation rolls, your choice for each one?
Maybe I should try history this time. It's the same.
Yes, that's good. Ah, very nice. A successful 3 out of 5 for your, what are these called when there's like a series of checks? Oh my gosh. It's really good. Okay. Solo. You're looking through the history. Again, all three of you collectively know a lot about your respective Strahds and her past. But you're looking for more about this particular, perhaps new face that has entered the field. And this is what you've discovered. Let me just, the very important information. So let me just jump over here real quick, clicking you. You're in this Amber Temple. You've discovered that it was built long, long ago, way before the colonists arrive in Barovia. And it's this repository of knowledge. The area around here is the weakest when the mists did finally move in. And what the mists are is that, for you, some of you players, this might sound familiar. Barovia is part of, or was part of, something known as the Demi-Plane of Dread. You can get that Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft book, hashtag not sponsored by Wizards of the Coast. And there, they have like several chapters dedicated to several smaller like sections, areas, realms within the Demi-Plane of Dread. And Barovia is one of those sections and has his own dedicated pages in that book. It's really nice. The special edition cover is really nice for that book. So in Barovia, the separation between it and the other like dimensions, demi-planes of dread, is kind of realized as these mists, the fog, the mists that separates you from the outside world, and presumably maybe brought you here in the first place long, long ago, years ago, in our real lifetime. And in swimming, even technically, kind of, in the area between realms are these entities that are solidified, encased, locked away in each of the amber sarcophagi that are in this temple. There are lots of different entities. Some of them grant powers, like, as you said, ooh, wall climb, ooh. But you'll know. Let me see what page you're all on. Let me take you all to another map real quick. This is kind of like the cameras panning over as Soul is discovering this information. Should I let you know this now?
Yes.
Sure. All right. You convinced me. I'm easily convinced.
I know.
Well, you all are here. And you remember the sarcophagi at the very top. You kind of didn't look at them, except Solo looked at the bottom one, which was surprisingly up your alley if you come back at a higher level or something. There is another one of those vaults right over here, filled with sarcophagi, but you'll see that one of them is not intact. One of them has been interacted with. You can see it on the very left of the map, beyond that room that you had slid down. And based on your knowledge, Solo, what you're able to tell, let me bring you back to the original map. I think it was this one. Well, there is a power known as vampire. A word that might sound familiar to some of you, at least, based on any cursory research done for D&D. And vampire is the power in charge of the Valley of Barovia. Vampire has a gift that was presumably given to someone. The immortality of undeath. And you'll see in your further research that each power kind of vies over for control over land. But vampire doesn't have to do as much here, given its separation from the other realms, the other planes. And you'll see that each power they're above the world enough. They're on a different level, so that it's difficult for them to interact with the world physically. So they require a champion, someone to dole out, to do their will, to enact their will. And that is where the vampires of Barovia come in. Vampire always needs a champion. And you can see in your research, because vampire must always have a champion, that defeating the champion is not necessarily an easy affair. Yeah. And so you can surmise from your learnings that perhaps... actually, with the history, can I ask you to give me an, I think it's investigation check? Because investigation is also along the lines of kind of putting the pieces together. And kind of doing the 1 + 1 = 2. Oh.
I do not do the 1 + 1 = 2.
Well, Lisa's been looking at this stuff too. She'll grant you advantage as she's helping you out.
Okay, watch me roll another nat 1.
No, I believe. Okay, and an 18 is much better. From what you're able to tell, in the role that this Julian that you've heard of is serving here in the Valley of Barovia, it sounds like Julian is the champion of vampire. But you're worried based on your readings that simply killing a champion isn't an easy endeavor, because think of it like, what's an example that I can think of? The champion must exist, so what happens when you deal a fatal or finishing blow to the current champion of vampire? It's tricky to say. Lisa's looking through all this as well, and she's wondering because she came here originally with the intention of figuring out how to like dethrone Julian, and she's looking at this and she's thinking and you can hear her question under her breath: what happens if someone lands a killing blow on Julian? You as a party will notice that, if anyone has any theories, I'd love to hear them. But you'll either, whether it's you as a party or someone kind of, it comes to your mind that the wording wasn't the champion is immortal, the champion cannot be defeated. It's vampire must always have a champion. So it's very interesting that it doesn't specify things like, oh, they are immune to killing blows or immune to blows. There's still that level of vulnerability. So it's interesting food for thought.
Okay.
Did I hear correctly that, like, there was some stuff that kind of went over my head a little bit?
Yeah.
But it sounded like all the, like, weird entities encased in amber offering such incredible boons as McDonald's Happy Meals or whatever, or, like, essentially like eldritch beings vying for, like, control in Barovia, but then there was, like, one superpower called Vampire who just kind of, like, has domain without really needing to, like, fight for it, but just doesn't get to, like, directly influence Barovia due to distance.
Mostly.
Is that right?
Vampires similar to the other ones that are in the different sarcophagi. Let me bring you back to the other page. You'll see that there's one that's broken, right? So the other ones, the other powers are trapped, and they don't really have power or domain here. They don't have presumably they don't have a champion through which to enact their will. But vampire is different. Vampire isn't in this sarcophagus, has control over the realm, has a champion through which to enact its will.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So that would be this one that is
Yes.
broken.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for this campaign.
Clearly, the solution here is to break all the other ones out as well, and then they'll just get into an Eldor God slap fight, and we won't have to deal with it anymore. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a pickaxe and start hacking. Okay, so but, like, okay, so Barovia didn't used to be, like, cut off from the rest of existence, right?
Correct. Yes. It used to be part of a larger, like, plane, a larger realm.
Has Lisa's research turned up any explanation about that?
I guess between Sola and Lisa's research, I think it probably got cut off around the time. I do apologize. I'm not sure exactly as to the timing. It is either around the time that all the vampire shenanigans happened or before that. But I think it's closer to when all the vampire shenanigans happened. I think there might. Let me see. Let me see if there's one more thing to divulge to. Must always have a champion. Mirror, Myriad, Heart of Sorrow, How to Reconsecrate the Mountain, the Swamp, and the Windmill. The area by the windmill. You all have your Artificer infusions. One of the last things you see in the research your party is doing, whether it's Strahd looking at stuff about the Fanes, whether it's Sola and Lisa looking at stuff about the history of Barovia or how to dethrone Julian, it also looks like if you take a living creature, there's a special ceremony you can perform to bind vampire into the living creature to give it physical, tangible, killable form, if that makes sense. The readings and books that you're looking at insinuate that at least the representation of vampire that has dominion over this Valley of Barovia is untouchable in its current state, but can be bound via ceremony that's like detailed in the tome in the book to some sort of living physical creature. But you sense based on the readings that if you do that, it will take on the characteristics of the creature you bind the power to. Think of it like this. If you choose like a squirrel as the creature, then if you bind vampire's representation into the squirrel, you'll be able to physically kill vampire if you wanted to. I'm not saying you have to, but it would take on, I don't know, the teeth on that thing would be insane. It'll have a big bushy tail. Kind of the vibes you get from this purported ceremony of binding a power to a living creature. Again, that might not be something that even hits the table, but you do see that teaching there. But to summarize, I think the most important takeaways are the books are saying vampire always needs a champion. And then there's another book that says, by the way, if you can, there's this ceremony to bind vampire to a living creature.
Well, I'm definitely interested in that book.
Yeah, feel free to bring it along.
Do you count as a living creature?
No.
Oh.
But why the hell would I want to bind vampire to myself?
Sorry. Maybe I misspoke when I said living creature. I'm not saying that I want you to or that I expect you to. Definitely not that. I think I misspoke when I said living creature. I have to see what the actual thing says.
You just bind him to Lisa.
She is a creature. So I'm looking for like the distinction. I don't say living creature anymore. I feel like that would then because Keith, are you living?
Technically, yes.
Yeah, not that you would ever bind yourself, but find this down here. It's a ritual of. It's called the Ritual of Amber.
Interesting.
The vessel. Okay. Some of these might change, but the thing I'm operating off down here is it's like the spirit must be free, which means the target of the ritual must be present upon the current plane and must be without form. This means, well, this is referring to the power like vampire. The vessel must be bound. The vessel, whether an object or a creature, must be present within the magic circle for the entire ritual. And then the last step is to become one. Once the ritual is complete, the spirit will be fused with the vessel, transforming into a new state of being. The new being will inherit both the strengths and the weaknesses of both spirit and vessel itself. And I'm seeing here for the rules, it needs to be a willing or restrained creature. It doesn't say living.
Willing or restrained. I like that distinction.
Yes, some of the examples that they gave here, not to throw the party one way or the other. I'm seeing an example here, Barovian Commoner. Wolf, dire wolf, or other beast. Amber Golem, like the ones you all have been fighting, technically, is, I guess, one of the example creatures. And of course, you all.
We bind it to carrion.
You think?
And then I desummon him to a
Oh god.
pocket dimension.
Oh god.
Hell yeah.
But of course, I guess that's a bridge you'll burn when you get to it.
What we do is we put the magic circle inside the bag of holding, right? and then we bind Vampiro to a scroll that we have also put in the bag of holding. And then once we're done with that, we put the bag of holding inside a bag of devouring. Job's done. The simplest plan.
Wait, did you say bag of devouring? What in the world is that?
You know what a bag of devouring?
No.
It's like the bag of holding, but it kills you.
No, it doesn't kill you. It's like a bag of holding, and it looks like a bag of holding, but it devours the items that you put into it. You use it to fuck with your players.
It also devours you.
In what context? Because the whole point of it is that it's supposed to be a tricky thing.
I like the bag of withholding. That one's my favorite.
Bag of withholding.
Yeah,
You just put something in it, and then you can't take it out again.
yeah, it's got like a creature in there that likes the stuff you put in there, so you have to roll either strength or persuasion to get the items out.
Oh,
The extra dimensional creature attached to the bag can sense whatever is placed inside the bag. Animal or vegetable matter placed wholly in the bag is devoured and lost forever. When part of a living creature is placed inside the bag, as happens when someone reaches inside it, there's a 50% chance that the creature is pulled inside the bag. Creature inside the bag can take an action to try to escape. DC 15 athletic check. Blah, 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 blah. Any creature that starts its turn inside the bag is devoured, its body destroyed.
I see.
Well, fair enough then.
Well, maybe you could check that out of the library. I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of an odd thing to give your players. Haha, you thought you were getting a bag of holding. Just kidding, you're dead.
That's the most fucked up bag of holding I've seen. But it definitely beats the second most messed up bag of holding that I found out about when I was prepping for one of the keys to the Golden Vault adventures. I can't say too much in case you all end up being in that adventure, but it looks like a bag of holding, but it's got a slight caveat going on to it. It's not bad. It doesn't kill people, but it's definitely like, oh, you weren't expecting this to play out this way. Well, there go our plans. Definitely not a... Yeah, more like the withholding than destruction or killing or whatever it's called.
Guys, I found a new item. It's called the Bag of Kills You. I think we should take it.
Oh my gosh, there's a spell like that
Also-
too.
I'm reminded of the fact that the bag of holding is supposed to just be like a handbag, but everyone just pictures it as like a big sack.
Yeah.
I don't generally.
No, interesting. What do you picture
I
it as?
do. I still picture it as a handbag. I just don't picture it with the stupid ass design that most official art gives it.
Oh. Yeah. So yeah, feel free to, maybe if you find a squirrel on the way back, clearly might perform some sort of required ritual of amber for that. But you gotta get to that bridge first. Before that bridge is the fact that apparently Vampire must always have a champion. So that's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out.
I don't like that it has a face. Who's getting the best head? Stop it.
Hold on.
Stop
Oh,
it.
look at this. No.
Yeah, the second one is the bag of devouring.
Oh.
Looks normal to me.
Yeah, the idea is basically like a person who doesn't necessarily, know
Bag of
what the bag of devouring exists would see that and be like, oh cool, I recognize this design. It's the bag of holding.
Very, I went to some video games to do
But
that.
they both have like official art, so anyone can just look up back. So anyone can just like look it up and see like, hey, I've seen the official art of the bag of holding, and this like thing in the handout, that's not what the bag of holding looks like. What is that? And then your DM just looks real shifty and is like, it's bag of holding. It's a bag of holding. Don't worry about it.
It's a bag. It holds things.
It's a bag. Why so worried about it?
It reminds me of the Stone of Bad Luck. There's like the good luck, the Stone of Good Luck, and the Stone of Bad Luck. They apparently look very identical. And I think the intended play is you're supposed to give your players like a Stone of Good Luck first, like, oh wow, this is so nice. And then they come across the same stone, which is in the shrine of Tamoakan, and they'll look at that and be like, oh, it's the same good luck stone. Let's take it. But it's a Stone of Bad Luck that I think lowers your rolls by something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're both green stones. Okay. And of course, next to the description saying that vampire must always have a champion, you'll see like a humanoid figure, and you'll see a red crown hovering just above their head.
This anime bullshit.
See a doodle of Deku off to the side. Eyes wide like, wow.
This chicken's blessing.
No. Okay. Anything else you want to look up while you're here before I let you go? And I think Lisa's work here is done, so she's probably gonna. But you didn't do anything. Okay. I think Lisa's done. She has way more information that she was operating off of previously, theoretically.
This is unrelated, but I did remember since we took a long rest, I have to do my portent rolls.
Yes. The roles that when I asked you about them, the other two immediately clocked what you were.
Yes.
Okay. You can use those on enemies too, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That too is stupidly powerful.
Nice.
True.
That's gonna be real good. Oh yes, before we all get going, do you all need a break?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I wanna go grab a drink.
All right. We'll be right back then. All right, back from the break. You all have pretty much discovered everything that I believe I had planned for you to discover, with the exception of that Death Taroka card that you found in the Golthias dungeon. I've been instructed not to tell the players about this ability, but you're also in the library in the Amber Temple, in which you're also been instructed to find out pretty much everything. So I believe I can tell you that if you have this card, one-time use, you have advantage on your next death saving throw, after which the card will disappear. That's what that card does. You've got two other Taroka cards in your possession, the white one and the black one. Solo's other party has these same two also. With these cards, you can, obviously you can also check on the results of your reading by going back to Madame Eva, or maybe talking to another Vishtani member who has the ability to perform the reading, or if Sola ever learns to perform the reading for some reason. Like, I don't know if she gets stuck in Barovia for a long period of time, then time travel shenanigans happen and she's back. That wouldn't happen though. Anyway, you can redo the reading, or you can the thing that Matt Mercer's character Crom from Fire Emblem Awakening says, like, change fate, or is that what his daughter Lucina says? Anyway, you can use the black Taroka card to change I think it's the location of where you fight the final boss, because right now it's set to, scrolling to the thing Bralef posted, it is set to the Dark Lord card. And with the white card, you can change who your ally is in the fight against the final boss. Here I'm seeing it's the Horseman card. So the white Taroka card lets you change your ally. The black Taroka card lets you change the location. Not you can't use it like, I'm gonna choose this river over running water. It's more like you kind of, I think, choose from the existing list from. I'm not sure if I'll hand you the full list, but you can basically choose one of the other options with the cards. Use them wisely. One-time use, if you can imagine. So actually, I'm kind of curious. I'm going to look at this allies list real quick. Sorry. Julian's enemy. The thing here, I'm not going to change every listing here in the book. One of them, look for an entertaining man with a monkey. This man is more than he seems. You could change it to that one if you really wanted. Actually, man, I like gambling because I don't want to do a test run of this. Like pull a random ally card, see what you would have gotten, or you could just pop it right here, right now. That doesn't matter to me either way.
I'll pull one.
Okay. Let me pull out the deck. I think, let's see, which deck? I think he uses the high deck. Here you go. Oh, I don't know why that card looks like that. Let me see if I can hide. Oh no, that just hides it. Sorry, I haven't done this since your first reading. Recall in deck. Deal, removed, recall, shuffle. Why is it face up? Oh, okay, there we go. We're good. Okay, someone, or do you all not have access to this deck down here? Actually, I can't even move it on the camera. Oh, I didn't mean to pull that. I think that's the one you had.
Dark Lord.
Okay, did I pull Dark Lord? Let me know who pulled Mist, who pulled Innocent.
I pulled Innocent.
I didn't touch the deck, but I did move the card around.
Okay. Let me see Innocent. Let me see what Innocent. What does this say? Innocent. Oh God, there's like two. Why is
there's another card over here.
Why is there two? Sorry, let me read this. A and B. You can pick the one you prefer or that better suits the circumstances of the adventure. Okay. Innocent would be. What? Oh. So the two choices for Innocent. The first one is, I don't remember which of your parties did this, but there is some like guy at the shop at the very beginning in the Village of Barovia. He was like, there was like a shop where you could buy stuff and it was all like 20 times the normal price that's in the book. And there were two people working that shop. There was like a grumpy older person and then like a bright-eyed younger guy who was very helpful because theoretically Irina needed like a wagon or something to help escort her her dead parent, deceased late, to the site of the funeral. And so theoretically a good place to get like a wagon would be from the shop. And so the grandson or the nephew, whatever his name was, Periwimple, that's one of the innocent it's one of the innocent choices. The other one is Irina, because it says so the vanilla listing for Innocent, the B-side says Evil's bride is the one you seek, and because in the base game Strahd really wants to marry Irina, and so Irina becomes your ally should you if you take the white tarot card, slap it down, choose this card. It says here, understandably, her brother Ismark would oppose the idea of Irina being taken to Castle Ravenloft. She's like theoretically most in danger. He doesn't want her anywhere near that guy. And so that's how Irina could still be your ally. I accidentally drew the Dark Lord card. This is one of my favorite ones because the answer is you don't get an ally. There's no one who can help you in the fight against Strahd. Oh. And someone drew Mists. Who drew Mists? Was it Bralef because Sola didn't draw one? Or was it?
I did not get Mists.
Did I accidentally pull out Mists? I guess I did. I'm so sorry. Well, I guess I'll put that one back.
Okay. I can't believe Lisa pulled.
Okay. So yeah, theoretically, that's how the reading would go. If you were to do it again, or like that's one of the people you can choose to be your ally. You can have that random nephew from the first village be your ally. You can have Irina. You can have no one be your ally if you're really, let's go hard mode. Actually, it's bothering me. Let me look up mists. Is that on here? Dark Lord, Ghost, Horseman, Executioner, Innocent. Oh, here it is. Mists. I can't tell you. I can't tell you yet.
Roll.
Okay. So obviously, yes, you can do this now. You can do this later. But the party's free to go. I'm not going to hold you anymore. I don't have any more exposition to pour over you.
I feel like it'd be more thematically like appropriate to do it like when we get there.
Ooh,
But I guess
theoretically, I could see that. The problem with that is you have to like recruit the ally. I see what you mean. I think
yeah, it doesn't like teleport them to us. You have
right.
to-
That would be epic though,
Okay.
and that is tempting. But yeah, theoretically, when you do this reading at the beginning of the game, you have to look out for this person. Be like, oh, wait a minute,
Right.
that's that person. We should work harder to get them to join our side.
Some of the readings were like altogether kind of vague in certain ways. She also did personal readings for us, and I'm super curious about this at this point. My personal reading, I took down a note for it that just says there was a guild in quotes, of which a member is harboring a beast in quotes. My choices regarding the member of the beast will affect the guild as a whole. And I'm like, there are like 3 things that we've done that feel like they apply to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm like, is that in reference to like the village where like one kid was like a monster eating people's goats and also the people? Or is that in reference to like the forest folk hiding like the big ooze monster?
Mm.
Is that in reference to the church where the beast is the abbot and we killed and I ate him?
Oh yeah, that was sick. Quick question for Kresk, the place where that kid was eating all the sheep. You remember what they? I'm sorry, it's been a while, and of course, it's all blending together. With the other groups. What happened to? Do you know what they're gonna do for food this winter?
No, because like we went to hit up the Wizards of Wine winery to see if they could help grow food for Kresk because Kresk was fucked on food because the kid kept eating all their goats.
Yeah.
And then the Wizards of Wine winery were like, well, we could help, but we only have one of these 3 magic rocks that let us grow food at all, and we kind of have to keep growing wine because we don't want our bottom line affected by like helping the poor, you know. And then we went after the second of their magic rocks, which took us to the fight with the forest folk, and that in turn led us into the past where we met Sola and rewrote history, and when we got back to the Wizards of Wine winery, they had never fucking met us before. So, got no goddamn clue what Kresk is about to do, Chief. Guess they'll die.
Do you happen to know? Let's see, because you got a stone from that giant statue that the I think the forest folk were trying to bring to life. Did you return that stone to that lady who was terrified upon hearing? I think you had like misted it in.
Yeah, I Misty stepped in and asked her, like, and told her that, like, okay, here, we'll back with the stone, and she was like, ah, Christ, who the fuck are you, and how'd you get into my house? And she was the one who I got to, like, she was the person in charge of the Wizards of Wine winery, and the one who gave us the quest to go get the magic rock, but yeah, she didn't recognize any of us, and she is the one who told us that the big bad evil vampire guy is now named Julian. But yeah, we just ended up giving her the magic rock and saying like, "Here you go. Kresk needs food. Sort it out." I think.
Okay. I see. Okay, thank you. That's helpful. All right. Well, full disclosure, it's technically supposed to be Kresk. The kid was the beast. Gale was primarily, I think, referring to the townsfolk. They're a little bit more close knit and afraid of outsiders. I don't remember how you all snuck in. If you remember how you were, you were just like, "Oh, we are here to see the abbot, right? The abbey let us through." Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sounds like they'll be fine. We'll burn that bridge if we need to when we get to it. But yeah, if Keith or Solo have questions about their personal readings, feel free to ask me too. Otherwise, feel free to, because it sounds like at least Bralef was saying maybe we could save the reading of the ally for another time, or because you were thinking closer to the final fight. But obviously, if you need to recruit them, I'm not saying you have to do it now, but
I guess there's no reason not to do it now.
Oh,
True.
Okay. Let me quickly pan through this list to see if there's like, because theoretically, I feel bad putting you on like a wild goose chase, not a wild goose chase, but I feel bad giving you another quote unquote side quest when you're so close to the end. If it's an NPC you don't know, do you want me to kind of prioritize for your options with this white tarot card? NPCs you've already met, or do you think if it's like an NPC, even if you haven't met them, but it's on the way back or like on the way to the castle, right? You're like, oh, well, it's on the way. Just like something like if it's like, oh, you need to go to the village of Barovia and like recruit Periwinkle, or you need to go to Kresk and, get the burgomaster's wife out of jail and then bring her over. You know what I mean? Like, what is the vibe you all are hoping for your ally? Or is there someone that specifically? Like, oh, what are NPCs you all have met? Let's see. You went to the winery. Oh, there's that forest folk lady who told you about the trial of the huntress. There's a lady walked. No, she's dead. There's the burgomaster of Valak. No, he's dead too. There's the burgomaster of Valaki's son. He's technically not dead. He just can't be found very easily. There's Irina. There's Irina's brother. Is there someone you have in mind right now, or would you like me to go through the list of potential candidates? Man with a monkey, werewolf, wizard. Oh, hey, it's the priest. Remember that priest whose kid you gave that wine to before you realized it was wine of kills you and then killed him? He's on.
We're going to compel him to feel like helping us.
That's revenge, because it was Julian who gave that or something. I don't know. I'm sorry about the convoluted nature of this campaign. I swear I don't try to aspire to be like Tetsuya Nomura of Kingdom Hearts fame.
Will he even remember this group? Because the winery person didn't remember.
I think most people remember. The winery situation was a little tricky because of the new landlord, we'll say, like the new vampire in charge theoretically. So that one made that a little trickier. But a lot of the other NPCs, everything is still like Irina, right? If you go back to her at the church, you'll remember, that kind of thing. Anyone in the village of Barovia. Oh, hey, Victor is on here. If you pull the King of Clubs, the John, realizing that the characters are the key to his salvation, he enthusiastically leaves home and accompanies them to Castle Raven. Well. Aw. You all remember that cat girl? She kept meowing all the time. Whenever you pass by her room. Maybe. Maybe you don't. She's on here.
I think I remember that.
Lady Wachter's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
She's on here.
It's Lady Wachter's husband.
Is
he on there?
Probably not. The
Wake
guy,
up, slap him.
As a reminder for anyone watching at home, Lady Wachter has been casting gentle repose on her late husband forever. and his like not decaying corpse has been in her bed for who knows how long. Good times.
That seems healthy.
Yep.
God forbid.
Ooh, Sir Godfrey Gwillem is on here. If you remember the two dudes from the Order of the Silver Dragon, Godfrey Gwillem was the nicer
yeah, that
of the
dude's
two.
Great.
Yeah, his is Ghost King of Hearts. The other one for Ghost King of Hearts is some Phantom Warrior from in the Castle of Raven. What the fuck? Okay. Well, Sir Godfrey Gwillem is a cooler choice for the Ghost card. Ismark is on here. What? No, Rees. I shit you not. Lady Walker's husband is on here.
What?
I hope I pull Lady Walker's husband.
It says
Okay, so
here.
I need him for my TCG collection.
Oh my god.
Because she's using Gentle Repose, he's technically viable for like Revivify or
Yeah.
Raise Dead or whatever.
Yeah, it says here, if the characters cast a Raise Dead spell or a Resurrection spell on his preserved corpse, Nikolai, lawful neutral male human noble, agrees to help the characters once he feels well enough despite his wife's protests. Although his family has long supported Strahd, as you all figured out, Nikolai came to realize toward the end of his life that Strahd must be destroyed to save Barovia. If the characters don't have the means to raise Nikolai from the dead, blah 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 gives them a spell scroll of Raise Dead if they learn of their
Blah,
need.
blah, blah.
If they're staying at blah blah blah, they leave the scroll in one of their rooms. Interesting.
Yeah.
Remind me, did we kill his wife?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that who we killed?
yeah. You
Yeah,
oh my
super
God.
killed. You
Yeah, that was
super
her.
killed his wife. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she's the lady who I like decapitated in public on a
Yeah,
stake.
yeah.
like we found out from like the severed head of the burgomaster who we also decapitated and mounted on a pike in public. I'm pretty sure we found out from him using
Speak with that.
Speak with Dead that he's like, oh yeah, Lady Walker was like super in league with Strahd, and then we were just like, wait, hold on, what now? And then aforementioned public political assassination. Tangent? Is it still assassination if there's like no stealth involved? Is it just murder? Is it just politically motivated murder if you just like chop someone's head off like with no stealth? Does it have to be stealthy to count as assassination?
I think it doesn't have to
I
be
think
stealthy.
it's just a famous person, right? Like a political figure.
The first example that came to mind for me was that person threw that shoe at George Bush. Like, that, if like that were an attempt, they would have called that an assassination, even if he was right there.
Probably, I guess.
JFK was
Anyway.
assassinated.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but there was stealth involved with that. Like
There's
Yeah.
still
Like-
Anyway, it does make sense. Like, you know, it says here, although his family's long supported Strahd, Nikolai came to realize toward the end of his life that Strahd must be destroyed. So it looks like he saw the error of his family's ways, but he's dead now. So theoretically, might not matter.
He's dead for now.
Yeah. Irina.
Remind me, do we get to pick or is it random?
It's supposed to be random. The white card lets you break the rules of the base game
Right.
and lets you pick.
I mean,
'Cause-
Godfrey seems like a pretty good. He was the one we fought, right? Or was he?
No,
the
you fought the
Stalin?
other one.
Okay.
You fought what's the name? It's Sir Godfrey Gwillem, and then it's angry guy. In my other party, one of the party members was a shapeshifter and changed to be like pretended to be one of his descendants. It was pretty amusing because they had said something and he's like, you are one of my descendants, even though they weren't. Oh, do you remember that body? The one who looked like Arena that the abbot was making, like the lookalike. That's one of the choices on here.
creepy. Weird. How does that one work?
Not sure. I think she has like, for the purposes of battle, she would have like a flesh golem block. The reading specifically says if you pull the Tempter card, I hear a wedding bell, or perhaps a death knell. It calls thee to a mountainside abbey, wherein you will find a woman who is more than the sum of her parts.
Ugh.
So yeah, if you want her. Yeah, Sir Godfrey Gwillem isn't the same as Vladimir Horngard. He's that guy you all fought, but he wouldn't be a bad pick. And of course, you can mull this over. It doesn't have to be now. You can do the reading like on the way back in the cart, or quote unquote reading. Sorry, you can use the card, but it's some food for thought. For now, unless there's someone you're like, no, I want to choose. I choose like a Pokemon. I want to choose you right now. You all are free to move.
Well, if we're looking for someone to like directly help us in combat, then that ghost guy we fought from the Silver Dragon seems like a pretty good bet. I think he was pretty powerful.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's Vladimir Horngard.
Yeah.
He's gonna be less powerful now. I've got his sword.
True.
There's something you're not using that you could use?
No. Yeah, you could use the Golthiah staff.
He doesn't have blood.
Oh, true. He could probably still attune to it, but not suffer the effects.
Ooh.
Especially if he's immune to
technically,
necrotic damage.
I'm immune to necrotic damage in my former dread. So if I just happen to use it when, like, at dawn.
I'm excited
Like
by
that.
the idea of Vladimir Horngard joining your party, but you give him the Golthiah staff and he like summons all these blights. He's like, go forth, my minions. Destroy the enemy. Rip them to shreds.
Yes.
I'm kind of excited for this, even though he's not one of the listed cards.
Fuck!
I might be okay with it. I'm like scrolling through. Periwinkle, Irina. One of the do you remember at the Abbot, like you had some people who kind of look like they had animal features? I think one of them is one of your allies, potentially. Okay. I'll get back to you on whether or not you can use it on Vladimir Horngard, because, you know, using it on an NPC that's not listed in here opens up a can of worms. But that would be epic, right?
We'll use it on Julian.
So confused. Do you want to?
No.
Okay, you can do that, just so you know. For reasons I'm not going to get to, that is a viable target. Clearly, you should just pick the no option again, the hard mode one. Okay, but yeah, let me mull that one over. If you know, to help me feel better about it, let me know if there's any other NPCs that come to mind that aren't like ones we just talked about, where you're like, oh, well, actually, you know, even though Vladimir Horngard would be epic, what if we ask for
The Paisalas.
wait, who?
Paisala. I need your strongest
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are, not only are they NPCs that aren't in the base list, but they are also NPCs that have figures in the figure of the whatever, the icons. So, you know, they're like relatively important NPCs, and you know that they would have some level of power. Yeah. Okay. Pie sellers. I assume Bralef would still want Vladimir though over the pie sellers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Bralef, your front runner is Vladimir Horngard.
Mhm.
Not pie sellers, last chance.
If he's not allowed, then sure, those guys.
Okay, just checking. You're gonna be passing by there anyway, because theoretically you're gonna want to go to the windmill. Because if you do want to reconsecrate the final shrine to the last Fane that you all haven't, we'll say, assisted yet. Because if you can imagine, Julian still has access to at least one stand. You've cut off his connection to two of them, but there's still that one. So if you do end up going there based on what Strahd has discovered in your research, then you're going to be passing by there anyway. So then, you can go there, size him up, and be like, no, we'll go with Vladimir. Or, oh, you could give us free pie during the fight. Hell yeah, join us in the fight against Julian. So yeah, I think that's a valid strategy if you want to hold out till you check out the windmill. But obviously your front runner is Vladimir, Rees, and Coffee. Do you have front runners for NPCs you want to have you join the fight by breaking the rules?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay. Sounds like by virtue of there being no other voted options, Vladimir is your front runner. I'd like to ask you all
What's
to wait.
Vladimir's husband's name?
Godfrey Quillim, and he's definitely on here.
Gotcha.
Although
Was
initially,
he even a fiddle?
let me double check what his thing is. Godfrey is. How do I describe? Oh, fuck.
Oh, he has
Ooh.
a semi-automatic 9mm loaded with silver bullets.
Okay, so let me look
My
at y'all's
friends
health.
call me Gunfrey.
So Gunfrey has more health than anyone in the party, even if his armor class isn't the best.
That's insane.
He has
What the
136 health.
Why?
He also has regeneration. But Bralef
Is he
didn't
like-
want Godfrey, so I'm just kidding. I'm sure Victor also. I mean Victor. Vladimir, I'm sure he also has regeneration. Let me take a look. Yeah, they both have regeneration.
Interesting.
Yeah, because they're both. What are they? Here, let me just post this one. I've just opened the book and I'm just like showing all the stat blocks for all these people. Anyway, I'd like to ask you all to kind of think it over, maybe. I wanna get a little bit more dungeon time in before we have to go.
So are Godfrey and Vladimir mechanically revenants?
I think they are because of the Vengeful Glare, the Vengeful ability that's on the
Oh yeah, if they have vengeful glare, yeah, they're the revenants.
yeah, because I
Oh
think
shit.
they're-
Well, we can go with Godfrey then if he's just because he's in the book, right?
yes, he is listed as for under the ghost. Oh yes, although initially unwilling to accompany the characters, he will do so if. I feel like I shouldn't tell you this then.
If they
Never-
drew his card.
If you drawing the card is kind of like the who, it's not the how. Interesting. Oh, for example, for
The who, not the-
Ismark, he won't accompany the characters to Castle Ravenloft until he knows that his sister Irina is safe. So you would have to like take her to someplace safe, like you did, the Church of St. Andro. So if you had pulled Ismark, who is probably
Wait,
not
The
Mhm.
card is the who, not the how. Then
yeah.
what does the card do?
Oh, sorry,
I think it's just
the original
supposed to-
card. Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like Fire Emblem recruitment. Some of this stuff's a little well, yeah, some of them are a little, I don't want to say contrived, but they require a little bit more effort. Like Donovich, the priest whose son you killed. It says here he will not accompany the characters until his son Doru is dead and buried.
Dead. Cool. I said it. As
You
a joke.
did it! Oh my gosh, you fulfill the
Wow.
conditions. Well, you have to bury him, but yeah, you fulfill the conditions to recruit Donovich. If you wanted a priest, like the camera pans over, it goes from like Godfrey Quillam, who looks epic, is like regenerating health actively, and then it like pans over to Donovich, who is like sobbing over his dead son.
98-year-old priest, like having the worst day of his life, carrying around an IV drip.
Okay, but yeah, a lot of choices on the table. I guess I should take you all back. Well, instead of having you all walk downstairs, there are a few places up here that I know were interested in checking out. There's bottom left, that room you opened up and then closed the door immediately. There's top left, a door that you opened up and then closed immediately. The middle right room, which you haven't checked out yet. The hole right here, you haven't checked out the hole. I mean, you looked at the hole and there wasn't anything in particular that stood out, but you haven't dropped down the shaft yet. And of course, maybe some other places on the lower floor. What are you feeling as a party?
I vote we ride the shaft.
Okay. So you're leaning towards the bottom right of the map. Any other votes? Any other yays or nays?
I also agree with that.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean,
Why
Okay.
is that interesting?
I would have said that for any of them.
I don't buy that for a second.
Yeah, that was a bit of a lie. All right. Can I ask you all to move yourself over to the opening, the aperture? And kind of just like fill out the room. Essentially, what's going to happen is you're going to go downstairs and back upstairs, but I don't want to deal with that in this confusing map. So let me move people along. Wait, is it okay if... Sorry, I don't want to feel... no, I'll bring her along.
Huh?
I was like, can I try to Lucy stay behind?
I don't know what we're gonna do without her, but
I know she's carrying us.
All right, that's 1, 2, 3.
I appreciate the restraint, Lightning, of leaving your overpowered DMPC behind.
I'll leave her behind. I'd rather deal with it now. All right, Keith, get over it. Bring your butt over here. Who wants to check out the opening first? Oh, you checked it out before. Who wants to follow through?
Is there a safe way down, or do I need to like? do
Yeah, there's a
something
pretty
to
safe
prevent
way
her?
down. I spider climb down
Yeah,
the side
yeah.
of the hole.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
true.
Come on down. The spike trap is fine.
Okay, I'm going to put the characters to the side real quick that aren't you. Okay, this is going to be so... Are you trying to be stealthy about it, or are you like, hello? Never? Okay.
Never.
Okay.
Misunderstand my character.
No, just double checking because I'm going to have to swap between maps, and I just want to... I just want to be sure.
What is like the way to handle this that is easiest on you?
For you to all go down at the same time. But...
Gotcha. Pushing Sola down, folks. Sola, are you still alive?
My legs are broken.
She's still alive, Keith.
Actually, let me see how far down this thing goes. I think you'll be okay. What was it? X33A.
All right, now we gotta fit the horse down here.
Oh, it's 20 feet long. How many bludgeoning damage is that? Is that one? Die.
That's
1d6.
2d6.
Oh,
Sola, you'll be fine.
wait. No, there's abundant handholds. No ability check is required to climb it. Okay. I will be honest with y'all. If you want to do an order, that's fine. It's technically easiest for me if you all drop down at the same time. But I don't want to force that on you. You all want at once or one at a time?
All at once, why not?
Yeah, just at once.
All at once.
Okay, can I ask you all to arrange your... Okay, yes. So I'm going to... I'm basically going to drop you down in this orientation. Sorry, let me put you back, Strahd. So that you can align yourself appropriately. Because you were technically in Keith's spot first. If you all want to arrange yourselves, so I can do it properly on the other side. How does this look? Strahd on the bottom right, Keith on the bottom left, Zola on the top left.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you all as we try to finish this up. I am going to need you all to roll for initiative.
Huh? What the fuck? More
Oh,
flaming
God.
skulls we can take with us.
All flaming skulls.
This is
He's
my
ready to
I
watch
told
nightmare.
you.
Roll
I told you it
terribly
was a
on
terrible
initiative.
idea to come back down here. What were you all thinking?
Well,
Wait,
we
where
can
did my
take
thing
on
go?
3. If there were 4, though, that'd be really bad.
Gingerly sets my flaming skull on the floor.
Did I mention I'm invisible?
Are you really?
I hadn't thought of it. I had thought about it, but I didn't say it out loud.
I will trust you if you want to be invisible. If you were thinking about it and didn't say it out loud.
I will take you up on that offer because I'm scared. Though.
It's only fair because 2 of them were in melee range originally. Sola, you 16? Okay, got you.
Yeah.
First up is this Flameskull on the right who sees prey. Let me just double check to see here. They attack intruders on sight. Oh, sorry, let me give you a description. This room has walls of glazed amber, a floor of red marble, and a rough-hewn shaft in the center of its 10-foot-high ceiling. 3 amber sarcophagi stand in alcoves, your favorite. And above each sarcophagus floats a human skull wreathed in green flame. I guess it's even on the map too. The one on the right sees prey, the prey being Sola and Strahd. And is going to attack Sola first, then Strahd.
What the hell?
This one is for Sola. Oh,
What the fuck?
my god. I'm so sorry.
Ouch! Damn, that's like half my health.
Oh, and the second one, it like shoots out of its, I guess its eyes? I'm not sure. This one goes towards Strahd. It didn't not. Oh, okay, sorry. It lagged for me for a
Wait,
bit.
it is half my health. Jesus Christ.
Wow. The first one dealt 25 and the second one didn't even deal the 5 because it missed. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I get it.
No, it's not my fault.
I don't know why everyone's always complaining about flame skulls. I've never had a problem with it.
I love that both Keith and Sola have been subjected to so much fire in this damn place. The fireballs raining from the statue, like one of hit Keith for double damage. The flame skulls and Strahd's here like, what a peaceful night out.
Don't worry, guys. I'll solve this. I throw all the alchemist's fire at the flame skull.
The worst part is like I have the shield spell, and every time I've been like hit with something, it's always like it's
too
so much higher than my shield spell. Yeah, can
that's
like
rough.
help.
You don't have like
I'll
absorb.
do my spin attack that hits every creature within 10 feet of me for fire damage guaranteed.
Oh, it's all part of my master plan. I saw that Keith had vulnerability to fire, so I gave Strahd a powerful weapon that deals AoE fire damage.
This is a problem that'll sort itself out.
All right, Sola, you're up first. With the other 2 on deck. Ice Storm?
That would be funny. But I'm like, what if I just Misty step back up? So I'm not down here.
I've decided I don't want to participate in this fight after all.
Half my health is gone.
I know Keith was technically already invisible. I think it'd be so funny if all 3 of you came down here. You saw the flame skulls. Keith immediately like pieced out and turned invisible, and Sola also pieced out and then teleported up the shaft. Did you want to?
What? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
Um.
You could also climb up normally because again, no ability check required. You can just like slowly go up the stairs, making eye contact with
Skedaddles
one
out
of the
of there.
flame skulls.
Yeah.
I should actually get back at you.
This all happened so fast. I'm not prepared. I'm used to being like last in the turn order.
Oh yeah, you rolled well enough this time. You're the first
I know, this
living
never
person to
happened.
act.
This is like, I want to ask this, but it'll influence my decision. Do flaming skulls hurt to touch?
Good question.
I feel like logically they would, but I don't.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a
never- I don't
thing
think
like
there's
if
any
you.
inherent mechanic.
Yeah, I'm not seeing one like if you wanted to cast inflict wounds or something. It looks like it would go through just fine. Well, theoretically, it would connect just fine. As far as resistances or immunities go, I can't say for sure. I mean, I can say for sure. I can't you know that information for sure. You can roll like survival or something.
Nah, it's okay. I'm mad. I'm gonna go up to it and try to like smack it and cast shocking grasp.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Wow.
like when there's the like tennis rackets, the electric ones, the bug swatters.
Yeah, you just pull one out of Bralef's Keith's
Yeah.
robe of many things. Like, what the fuck did that come from? Ooh. A 21 does
5
hit.
damage. That's fine.
Okay. I will apply the damage to it. And he can't make reactions. You want it to move away from it. And maybe up the shaft or something. Okay. Going back there? All right, anything else from you?
Yeah.
Bonus action or anything?
No.
Oh, you could have used your portent on that nat 20, right? Maybe?
No, that's okay.
Save it for the next crit that it makes contact.
Next crit. Okay.
Kiefer Strahd. Do either of you have a preference for who goes first?
I'm fine with Keith going first if he wants.
All right, Keith. Why don't you not be invisible? I don't know. I mean, you could do whatever you would like. Let me move you up first.
I'll move over here. I'm gonna guess based on the map, this door is locked.
It does look like it's locked. Let me just double check. Oh Lord. I will be honest with you because we're in a combat encounter and we're nearing the end of the session. It looks to be sealed magically, but you could, if you're strong enough, or sorry, a Strahd could push this open. You can also smash the door. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, let's just try and end this combat quickly. I will. Actually, what do I have
Cast Disintegrate.
that won't hurt Julian? Yeah.
What?
I fucking wish.
Julian's not here.
True.
Normally I'd be like, Julian's not here that you know of. No, I'm like, no, Julian's just straight up not here.
Forgot I had some of these spells. For now, I'll just send my shadow out to attack, I guess the one on the bottom. Which is at advantage because I'm invisible.
Oh! Okay, I just changed the latest nat 20
For an
to
extra
the
2
Flameskull, so let's go with Keith. You have nothing that can reroll like damage dice, but okay. You said
Nope.
18 force? Okay, let me apply
Yep.
this. Let me see, immunity
Yeah,
to
I'll-
force just kidding.
Yeah. And then I'll try and hit him again. 13.
I think that you see that with your first hit, it bounces against the wall, and your second hit actually hits it after the bounce. Congratulations. Give me the damage. Nice, nice. All right, I can safely say it is. Oh, this is gonna look so weird because it's such a small token, but this Flameskull is looking to be on its last legs.
Well, let's see if Carrion can finish it off with his piercing damage. This is at advantage.
15 connects.
15. 4 piercing damage.
How did you know it had immunity to poison? Did this come up before?
Because it's a fucking flaming skull.
Basically everything undead is immune to poison except for me.
I can't remember the last thing we fought that didn't have fucking poison immunity.
But we did also fight flaming skulls like last session, which was literally 2 days ago.
Okay. Carrion does connect. Unfortunately, I cannot say you've downed the Flameskull, but it's looking rough.
Gotcha.
Wait, why the fuck is Carrion here again? When did he get resummoned?
During the long rest.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
And that'll end my turn.
Keith was like, "Oh, what was that? We're binding Vampire to Carrion." Yeah. Let's follow through with the plan.
I mean,
Nice
I
job,
made
you're
that
up.
joke, but like, I didn't realize. I don't know. I thought that because Carrion was like killed, it was more walk to resummon him.
I guess long rest amount of work, right? All right, Strad. You've got 2 healthy-looking flame skulls and 1 sickly-looking flame skull. You see, he's like coughing.
All right, I'm gonna go over here, and I'm not gonna rage. It doesn't feel worth it right now. So I'm just gonna hit
To self-add more
this.
flame skulls.
I'm going to hit this one with Spite's Bite.
Sure. That connects.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. That is slashing damage. That's 15 slashing damage. I'm going to use my... I forgot to do this. I'm going to use my bonus action to enter my offensive stance.
Okay.
For my second attack. This is, as a reminder, the offensive stance just increases my damage equal to my fury points with a minimum of 1.
Okay.
I'm sitting at 0 fury points right now, though. So.
Yeah. A lot of undead.
Spite Bite
Oh
again.
my god. Okay.
I'm glad that happened because completely forgot about this last time I got a crit. I have brutal critical now. So the last time I landed a crit, it should have been even more impressive. So let's
I'm
see.
gonna use
that
my
is-
portent roll and undo that crit. I'm kidding.
Damn.
Okay, so that's now. For brutal critical, it does say you roll 1 additional weapon damage die. This weapon deals 2d6. Does that mean I get 1d6, or does that
Correct.
mean I get 2d? Interesting.
It's one of the few cases where like a D12 weapon is better than 2.
Yeah, I was about to say this is one of the few cases where, because it seems pretty even across the board, but I can see that isn't the case for this particular weapon. It's all because Vladimir's like, oh, it's because you took my sword. No, okay.
So that is 11, 16, 19. That's 20 slashing damage because of the +1 from Fury, from offensive stance.
Okay, let me check something out here real quick. Okay. Oh, 20 is nice. With the, was that 16 from before, or 15 from before? And then the
Yeah, it was
the
15
amount that
before.
Sola dealt to it. It is very close. It's on its last legs. It's not at 1 health, but it's definitely well below quarter.
Well, shoot.
Below an eighth, actually. It's got 3
I
health
felt
left. I'll just let you. Yeah.
Darn. I felt confident I could bring it down. Should have
Yeah.
gone after the other one that was already weakened. Oh well. It's going to be the end of my turn.
Oh, damn it. That was your last.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not
because you used
raging,
Great
so
Sword for
I
it.
don't want to do
Ah, that's unfortunate. Really unfortunate. Okay. Next up is the Flameskull that's on the very bottom. Seeing that Keith is visible, and because this is my only chance, you and Sola, I'm sure, will be fine with Dex. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
It will. Oh, actually, let me read this description. 20 feet, Lord. Oh, wait a minute. It doesn't. Oh, nice. Are you doing it?
Yeah, this
Oh.
seems like a good time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a good time.
The Flameskull looks at you
That's-
hungrily with glaring, glowing. Oh, this is the red eyes, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. This thing looks metal as heck. Fiery rays from its eyes, dreadful spells called up from the dark recesses of its memory. Damn. Okay. Let's see. It's third level. This is an automatic. Third level. Okay. It glows at you, and how are you countering the spell as its eyes are glowing? It's about to like shoot a powerful blast.
As the bead of fire is about to shoot it toward Keith, his shadow is going to shoot out of the ground, envelop
Nice.
the bead, and just absorb it.
Beautiful. Okay. That is such a great moment. It would be pretty fucked up of your DM to have the other skulls like just
That would
invalidate
be
that.
fucked up.
It would be fucked up. So no worries. The other Flameskull on the right is going to shoot. It's going to aim its eyes at Strahd and shoot some fire rays.
This is why I'm afraid of Flameskull.
Valid.
All right, a 15 that I believe misses Strahd.
Because even if I weren't vulnerable to fire, the book saying, yeah, here's 3 fireballs.
Yeah,
We
and
almost
Yeah.
got DK'd by a
and-
Flameskull in one of our first campaigns.
not to show my hand since it sounds like you're pretty familiar with them. And they're all immune to it, so they could just like be like, wee.
Yep.
Okay. Do any of these hit you? The 15 or the 16? Probably not, right? Oh, this was against Strahd.
Oh, sorry. I assumed that these were still going after Keith out of spite.
Ooh, I should have done
No.
that.
No, those both hit me.
Okay.
Those both missed me. So.
Okay. Next up
18.
is the Flameskull that you've been wailing on. It is going to move over this way.
Keep moving, bitch. I dare you.
Ooh, because you're next to it, it's gonna have disadvantage on its fire rays against Keep. So sounds like it will instead cast Blur.
Huh.
I forgot they could do that.
It is now harder to hit this one. What can I? I'll do.
No one touched this one. No one touched this one. This one's mine.
It's like
You got it.
you could tell that it's like specifically looking at Strahd when it's like, oh, you can't hit me. Sola, you're up. There is, let's see, there's a weakened Flameskull down there. There's one over there, but you see that Strahd is like making eye contact with you, like, don't, no, this one's mine. And then there's the one on the very left, which looks pretty healthy. There's also a beautiful escape route to up there in the ceiling.
All right.
Misty Step is right there, man.
Just press the button, cast the spell.
It's a once per day though.
Yeah, you might need it. It's the start. It's literally the start of the day.
Yeah.
What are the chances we're going to fight Strahd today? Looks at Lightning. Hey, Lightning, what are the chances that we fight Strahd today?
They were pretty high earlier, but no, they're a lot lower now.
Suspicious.
Yeah. Also, Strahd's right there.
It's because
so
we came down this hole.
Yes, yeah.
I'm slowly
Well,
learning.
Like Mom said, it's my turn to dead me.
I'm gonna cast Bless
Oh, nice.
on all 3 of us. Sorry,
Cool.
Carrion.
Okay. I'm gonna put
And
blue on you.
while
also,
you're
Bless.
while you're blessed for flavor text, you get like a little glowing, like third eye looking thing on your forehead.
Whoa! Damn, I want bless. Oh my
Cool.
gosh, that is cool. That makes sense because it's easier for you to hit, right, to make contact or to succeed on a Okay. Oh, I gotta send another fireball then. Okay.
What the fuck?
You have
Do
the
it, I
bonus on the
dare you.
saving throw.
Do it, I dare you.
We'll see. We'll see. Also, let me put. I'm putting this on this one because it already used its only 3rd level spell or whatever. Fireball's at. You use its only 3rd level spell slot, so you know that one's out
Okay.
of juice. All right.
That'll be my turn. I'll stay put.
All right. Next up is Keith, unless you change your mind and want to go after. Ooh, well, those are cool.
Ooh.
They look like delicious things to be eaten. Different candy colors.
They're different types of skull, and I think that's really cool. One of them looks like it's supposed to be a gorilla.
Oh.
Oh,
That is
true.
neat. Okay. Yeah, you got the traditional humanoid-looking one, and then you have that one up there. That's cool. That's cool. I showed our viewers for a bit.
Eh.
And the 2024 monster manual is like fucking Christmas for me. I love the monster manuals. I love reading through these things, looking at all the monsters. This shit rules, and the art is so pretty.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind going first. Remind me, what is the no symbol on that skull on the bottom?
It spent its 3rd level spell slot, so I can't have it cast
Ah.
Fireball against you again.
Hmm.
Yeah, not to show my hand, but they only have the one 3rd level spell slot, I believe.
I will use my bonus action to have Carrion.
Sorry, I'm a liar. They have 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
I'll have Carrion try and finish it off and miss.
Aw.
So I'll try and finish it
If
off.
only it had. If only Karen had a bless. No, I'm just kidding. The bless wouldn't have helped.
15 force damage.
Oh, okay. That one shatters against the wall. And well, actually, sorry, I forgot about its ability. That one clinks against the wall. And it'll shatter.
No. Yeah.
That one is completely obliterated.
And then I'll target the one on the left for minimum damage.
Okay. Minimum hit, minimum damage. I will still apply it. Oh, actually, you would have had the bless anyway in case it was just short. But I've applied the damage.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay, Strahd, you're up. The Flameskull to your south is taunting you.
Targeting this one.
Mhm.
With, if I can find it, I have so many abilities. My gosh. Where did I put it? I just saw it. It has to make a DC 17 strength save.
Ooh. I forget. What was the determination on the tattoo being, or sorry, hell tendrils being, like a magical effect?
It does originate from a magical item, so I guess if it has magic resistance, that it makes sense that it would have advantage.
Okay. And 17 strength. This is interesting because it actually, it's gonna need this. It has a -5 to strength. Let's see how it turns out. DC 17.
What I was banking on.
Nice. So
Let's
even with the
go.
advantage, it rolled an 18 -5 or a 13. It is grappled.
It takes 16 force damage.
It is obliterated.
Does it have? It has to make that save to see if it dies, though, right?
I think it's
Like, I will accept it if you say no, but
no,
I think
no,
Lightning's
it's
just giving
different.
it to us.
No, it's different. It works differently, even though Keith hasn't been able to ascertain what it is.
Yeah.
It's not like the zombie undead fortitude.
okay,
Alright.
great. Then, as it blows itself to try to get Hodel to hit, a bunch of like 4 shadowy black tentacle, 4 like inky black tentacles emerge from the shadow on Julius's back, and then just completely envelop the skull and just constrict. And after you hear like a little crunching sound, when the tentacles recede, a small cloud of dust and bone fragments falls to the ground.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
And now I'm gonna move over here.
Okay.
That is my action, so I can't do anything else.
Okay. Next up is this Flameskull who's looking at Sola, and it's going to go 5.
Here.
10. It is going to, you see like a mote of fire forming above its head. And then you see a second mote of fire, and then 3, and then 4. You see 5 motes of fire appear as it upcasts Magic Missile
What?
at 3rd level at you.
3rd level. Why?
If only there was some spell that could specifically.
Yeah, that's right. Pop
Oh,
that
yeah,
counter
this is-
spell.
This is, oh yeah, Solo, this is the actual best time to use shield because it just straight counters.
Wait, you're
magic
right.
missile.
Oh my god.
Everyone always forgets, including me, but I only remembered it
You
because
take
you
no
had mentioned
damage from
shield
magic
earlier.
missile. Oh my god, yes. Finally.
All right, what does it look like then when you're casting shield to deflect against all 5 of these magic missiles?
Solo forms like a big iridescent bubble around herself,
Nice.
and they all just kind of like scatter off.
Hitting keeps. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Okay.
No.
All right, you've completely invalidated its entire attack. Nice work.
Yippee! Okay, I was like, damn, I can't even use shield right now because it's not a like a attack roll. And then you reminded me, and I was like, wait, it does say no damage from magic missile. Yes.
All right, and actually now it's your turn.
Oh shit. You know what? I'll cast magic missile back at it.
Okay, go ahead and cast magic missile.
Sending a message.
I'm gonna. Do I want to upcast it to be petty?
Yeah, hold on, let me look at this again. So it's like
You know what? It's funny. I'll do it. I'll upcast it at 3rd level.
Okay, give me the rolls.
Let me show you how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. How many is it? It's D4s, right? Shit. I've actually never used magic missile before.
Oh, yeah, let me see if I can pull up the description again. So basically, yeah, normally it would be 3d4, but because you're upcasting at 3rd level, it's 5d4 plus 5.
Okay. 5D4.
All right, so that plus 5, I'll go ahead and apply that to it. Can you describe it while I'm doing the math right now? And it's below half.
Yeah, after its pitiful little magic missiles bounce off a Sola's shield, the bubble will like disintegrate into little like fine points and then shoot back at it.
Ah, nice. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things about like using the thing you were defending with and then like blasting it back. Cool. All right, that was a successful action on your part. It's below half health. Anything from you before Keith's turn?
I'll dust my hands off. Pretend to holster a gun.
Holster a what?
Don't worry
Alright.
about it.
Keith, you're up. This could be your chance.
All right, I'll lash out with my shadow.
Successful. Okay. I'll apply the 10. It is now below a quarter. You have it on its last lack of legs.
And Carrion's gonna swoop in
Successful.
for another 4 piercing damage.
Let me check something here real quick. Okay. With the 4, oh my gosh, Karen gets it so close because the Flameskull down there was brought down to 6. this one is similarly very close to dying, but isn't all the way there. Anything else from you two? Give your second. Yeah, I was about to say. It's like, I feel. All right. How would you like to destroy the final Flameskull?
Keith's shadow just like flies and disappears into the Flameskull's mouth,
Oh.
and then the flames just kind of slowly like get smothered out, and then the shadow just explodes out from the skull.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
All right. With that, all three defeated. I'll declare you all victorious.
Yippee!
I'll move you from the turn order. All right. As this will probably be the final room for session since it's past the time. But as the bone dust clears from that second Flameskull kill, as the dust clears from the fight in general, congratulations on a fun one. Let me resume some music over here. You see the same, 3 amber sarcophagi. You have a little bit more information now about what they are, who's behind there, theoretically. There's some... Oh. Interesting. Do any of them catch your eye, or are there any you want to look at? Let me just say, to kind of perhaps entice people. The one on the bottom, the one that Karen is closest to, you see a bunch of, like, sparks running through it. Like, it looks like some sort of, not that your characters know what this is too well, but electricity, or what your characters might be more familiar with, lightning, passing through that particular sarcophagus. The left one seems to have some sort of green gas going through it. Like, again, this is inside the amber sarcophagus. You see these illusions from within. And then the right one doesn't seem to have some sort of special similar effect, but you sense a chill coming from it. Either way. Are there any you'd like to check out? It is no pressure. You just be like, nah, I ain't. I did drug abuse resistance education in school. I know how to say no to temptation.
So this one is Spalky.
Yeah.
Which one of them is like ominous chill?
The one on the right.
That one? Okay.
Mhm.
And what was the funny thing about the left one?
It's like some sort of green gas.
Okay. Gotcha. So
What damage type do you want to associate with?
yeah, poison, lightning, or
Mhm.
poison, lightning, or ice breath weapon, or some shit. Not really the elemental damage type.
Yeah. You don't have to say yes to any of them.
I refuse to yes and this bit.
Okay. And then Keith and Sola, any temptation on your part?
Nah.
A little bit, but
Yeah, you don't want to pick the one that has my moniker all over it? No, you don't have to.
I'll pick up the lightning one and put it in the bag of holding.
Oh, hold
No,
on.
I won't. I changed my mind.
Why
I don't
not?
want to do that.
Why not?
Just a hunch. Just a feeling.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, let me go ahead and wrap up the session with Sola. Keith. You hear an incantation coming from behind the door. You hear the tumblers slide. And you hear and see the door begin to open outward. And that is where we'll leave off for next time.
Ooh.
Grabs the door and closes it.
All right. Well, thank you for bearing with me this session. I was happy to finally divulge certain information to you all and some exciting Flameskull moments there. Woo boy.
Seems to be the problem, Keith.
Nothing. I didn't take any damage the whole session.
Alright. Likewise. Pretty easy combat, all things considered.
All right, I'm excited for next session, but of course, I am also excited for Waterdeep Dragon Heist. Anything else you would all like to say to the people watching the future before we sign off?
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Remember that shield blocks magic missile.
Yes, today's fun fact. All right, we will see you all next time. We hope you all have a good morning, a good afternoon, a good night, wherever you are. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.